This here is a tool developed by the Union of Concerned Scientists, an interactive map that lets us see various sea level rise flooding scenario. We're looking at the tab titled Chronic Inundation Areas, which shows us the areas that will be flooded 26 times per year or more, 10% of the land area or more. This basically equates to about flooding once every other week. And there are two scenarios that are being modeled. Blue here shows the intermediate sea level rise scenario, where global sea level will rise by 4 feet. Now, local sea level rise will vary depending on the topography. So if you zoom in, you can see a lot better the areas that will be flooded. Now, let's look at Foster City because that is one of the highest risk level area. We can close the legend here. You can see that by 2035, flooding reaches 101 in the moderate sea level rise scenario, which is at this point fairly likely. And if you scroll down to the higher sea level rise scenario, flooding reaches El Camino Real. Now, I'm going to go back to the moderate scenario and we're going to go down to Mountain View and Palo Alto area. East Palo Alto is another high-risk flooding area, as is some areas of Palo Alto. You can see that by 2035, flooding will reach almost to Middlefield Road, which is highly populated, this area here in Palo Alto and over here in East Palo Alto. But you can see that in Mountain View, it's less affected, right? This is Middlefield Road. And if you go down to the more extreme sea level rise scenario, it definitely reaches Middlefield Road, so it creeps in. And in Mountain View, we have some good levees out here, and our development is also further inland. So flooding is affecting Mountain View a lot less. Areas that are going to be chronically inundated in the Bay would include, by 2035, areas in Alameda, Bay Farm Island, Redwood Shores, Sunnyvale, Alviso, Corte Madera, and Larkspur. And by 2060, the areas will expand to include some parts of Oakland, Milpitas, Palo Alto, East Palo Alto, and others along the corridor between San Francisco and Silicon Valley. By 2100, when our grandchildren will be born, areas that will be flooded will basically reflect areas that were historically wetlands in the Bay.